It was a troubled kind of afternoon. The kind of afternoon where you want to emulate Jack Kerouac on the road. You want to get in your car and travel to the coast. But we live at the coast, which proves something of a logistical problem for a moving journey through life. So instead of getting in a car, we got in our own imaginations, which were frankly quite disappointing. Most of them involve custard. I looked at my friend and he said, "How about the internet? The internet explains everything. The internet is the loneliest and most brutal of places. God-awful, cold, miserable pornography everywhere. And then look, in your eyes, something approaching. I can't even explain it. It's like smoke billowing out of an old grown man. A Californian home, $1 million, craziness in every moment." As I sat there in Limpstone, which is just in the river really, I'd like to say it's poetic and romantic, but it isn't really. It's just a bit damp and muddy. But as I sat there on the bench, Jack Kerouac himself came up. I don't know how. I mean, he's dead and everything, but there he was sat just in front of me. Jack Kerouac. "Hello," I said. "Hello," he said, not in that accent, but something similar. "Hello." "Yeah? You gotta live in the moment, man." "What?" "You gotta live in the moment. You know, you remember what I said about life is holy, every moment is precious." "Cool. You gotta live in the moment." "Which moment?" "That moment." "What, that moment just gone?" No, you're not getting it. This moment right now." "Ah, right, this moment." "What, that moment?" I was honestly beginning to sense a bit of frustration with us. Jack decided perhaps the best philosophy at this point was to join these two idiots on their road trip down to Exmouth and to the coast. I mean, it's not like we were intentionally trying to wind up the fella. We are, after all, great admirers of his, but it did seem a little frustrated with our general antics and apparent obtuseness to his philosophical insights, to which he himself got frustrated because everyone took his books in the kind of "boo, it's going to get very drunk" kind of way, rather than the kind of almost quasi-religious undertones with which they were intended. Got back on the road, the tarmac unfolding before us, hedges going past, green with envy, the trees and the horizon calling to us, saying, "It's actually only about 3 miles now." 3 miles isn't very far if you're a human being. It's quite a long way if you're a flea, or any other creature incapable of travelling large distances on account of their short legs or inability fundamentally to fly or navigate. Fleas are included in that. I know some of you are thinking, hang on, fleas, they can jump. They can jump. I'm not denying fleas can jump. But can they navigate? They don't have GPS. They don't know where they are. Terrible, terrible business being a flea. As we rolled into Exmouth, the ocean finally stretching out before us, glistening in all its summery blueness. We thought, blimey, it's wet. We were hoping for something a bit deeper than that. You know, somehow maybe it had been a metaphor for our own unconscious, you know, revealing deep, profound things about the human nature, you know, where we were, where our life was going, whether, like, we were the river, you know, our entire life is the river, the beginning, the end, the middle, it's all flowing through one, but it's all one and united. But no, our conclusion essentially was, with Jack Kerouac present, that's wet. I thought, right then, perhaps now is the time, now, to think of something a little more unusual than the word wet to describe the sea. And I did. I thought of something very unusual. Jack Kerouac would approve. I'll tell you later.